The Tau Empire, a beacon of technological advancement and societal unity, stands as a unique and rapidly expanding force within the grim darkness of the Warhammer 40K universe. Founded and led by the enigmatic Ethereal caste, the Tau Empire champions a utilitarian philosophy that emphasises the collective welfare and cooperation among its diverse citizenry. This principle not only unifies the Tau themselves, but has also attracted a variety of other intelligent species to their cause, creating a rich tapestry of cultures and beings working towards a common goal. The Tau are a relatively young species, having rapidly evolved both socially and technologically over the past millennia. Despite their youth, they possess some of the most advanced technologies known in the galaxy, especially in terms of weaponry and warfare tactics. Their military, structured around the principle of combined arms and advanced equipment, allows them to stand toe-to-toe with older, more established powers. The Tau Empire's approach to governance, its advanced technology, and its vision of unity represent a glimmer of hope in a galaxy racked by eternal war. Their story is one of rapid extension, driven by the desire to bring a semblance of harmony to a chaotic universe, making them a fascinating subject within the Warhammer 40K lore, but deeper, behind the facade of freedom and liberty, stands a darker secret. The foundation date of the Tau Empire within the Imperial calendar remains unknown, yet the narrative of the Tau's unification is well chronicled. What is certain is that approximately 6,000 years ago, in the 35th millennium, an exploratory fleet from the Adeptus Mechanicus stumbled upon the Tau's native world, simply known as Tau. This encounter revealed the Tau as a primitive civilization, at the point barely beyond the Stone Age, with the recent achievement of fire mastery under their belt. From these modest origins, the Tau have made remarkable strides, advancing quickly to become a formidable spacefaring species. In the early years of Tau society, there was a time known as the Montau, where the Tau civilization was fractured into hostile tribes. Tau legends vividly capture a pivotal moment when the Ethereals first made their presence known inside the city of Phaeton. Surrounded and besieged, this fortress city was on the brink, targeted by the relentless warriors of the plains who were bent on its total obliteration. The siege stretched on for 5 harrowing years, with Phaeton's people sheltering behind their formidable defences. Yet the relentless pressure of warfare was not all they faced. The shadow of disease and the grip of starvation began to weave through the city, sapping the strength of its defenders. At this critical juncture, amidst despair and fading hope, 2 enigmatic figures emerged from the ranks of the Tau. One, with an aura of undeniable authority, approached the camp of the Plains warriors. This figure's influence was irresistible, compelling the Plains leader to consider a parley with those he had sought to destroy. Concurrently, the other figure ventured into the heart of Phaeton. Their actions swiftly led to the city's gates being flung wide, and soon, Tau from both sides came forward, not with weapons drawn, but with a willingness to listen and perhaps to understand. The Ethereals addressed the gathered Tau with words of peace and cooperation. They introduced a concept transcending mere survival, the greater good, a noble purpose towards which every Tau was encouraged to aspire. Remarkably, both the besiegers and the besieged found common ground in the Ethereal's vision, leading to an immediate ceasefire. Suspiciously, as if by a predestined plan, Ethereals began to appear across the entire planet of Tau, each embodying the same serene authority and advocating for a unified pursuit of harmony and collaborative effort. This newfound unity ignited a renaissance within Tau society, catalysing an unprecedented leap in technological advancement. The once fractious tribes of Tau, now harmoniously aligned under the banner of the greater good, swiftly navigated the path to becoming a spacefaring civilization. The Tau Empire embarked on an ambitious journey of expansion through a sequence of initiatives known as sphere expansions. By the era Indomitus, marking the 41st millennium, the Tau had undertaken 5 major phases of expansion. These periods are distinguished by Tau military efforts that led to the colonisation, conquest, or diplomatic integration of new worlds and star systems, often showcasing the superiority of Tau technology to win over the new adherents to the greater good. Beyond the directly colonised or annexed star systems, referred to as seps, the Tau Empire reach extends to include the domains of allied species such as Kroot, Vespid, and the Nikasar. The Empire boasts of 20 fully developed seps and approximately 100 settled worlds. However, the precise tally and the names of most of these worlds remain shrouded in mystery, especially to the Imperium. Among the Tau, a notable descending group is the Farsight Enclave, established by Commander Farsight across the expanse of Damocles Gulf. This faction diverged from the main Tau Empire, acting against the directors of the Ethereal caste. Commander Farsight's decision to found these enclaves marked a significant departure from the central authority of the Tau, highlighting a rare instance of rebellion within their ranks. In more recent developments, the Tau Empire's sphere of influence has expanded to include several worlds and star systems previously under the control of the Imperium of Man. This expansion has been achieved through a combination of military conquest and diplomatic efforts. Notably, a number of these Imperial worlds have voluntarily severed ties with the Imperium, choosing instead to align with the Tau Empire and adopt the principles of the greater good. This shift represents a growing trend of systems embracing the Tau's vision of harmony and technological advancement over the often oppressive and war-torn regime of the Imperium. The Damocles Gulf Crusade, often simply referred to as the Damocles Crusade, marked the first conflict between the burgeoning Tau Empire and the Imperium of Man. This clash of civilizations unfolded in the Lishef sector of the Ultima Segmentum, near the galaxy's eastern fringes, during the tumultuous era of the 41st millennium. Despite the ambitious onset of hostilities by the Imperium, the conflict ultimately culminated in a deadlock. The pressing menace of the Tyranid Hive Fleet Behemoth diverted the Imperium's focus, compelling it to prematurely terminate its military endeavours. The Tau, ever seeking to propagate the virtues of the greater good, attempted diplomacy with the Imperium, suggesting mutual benefits that could arise from acceptance and collaboration. In the lead up to this grand confrontation, Tau's diplomatic water caste had already been forging connections through trade agreements with Imperial frontier worlds adjacent to the Damocles Gulf. These dealings facilitated an exchange of both goods and technological insights. However, such interactions ignited fear within the Administratum of potential alien influence, prompting a militarised response. The Damocles Crusade swiftly penetrated Tau territory, wreaking havoc on peripheral settlements and advancing deep into the heart of the Tau Empire. The campaign's momentum, however, stalled upon reaching Dalith Prime, the principal Tau set world. There, the conflict descended into a protracted and bloody deadlock. The combined might of Tau and their Kroot allies, leveraging superior numbers and technological advancement, effectively stymied Imperial ambitions, seized control of Dalith and its surrounding systems. Months of relentless combat ensued, yielding no decisive gains for either side. By the closing stages of 742 and 41, the enduring stalemate and emerging Tyranid threat prompted the Crusade leadership to entertain the Tau proposal for peace negotiations. Brokered by the water caste, these talks concluded successfully, leading to the withdrawal of Imperial forces from Tau space. This retreat, while influenced by the imperative to confront the Tyranid peril, also left open the possibility of a future where the greater good could find a place within the broader galactic narrative. In the year 899 M41, the Tau Empire faced a formidable invasion by Hive Fleet Gorgon, a devastating splinter fleet of the colossal Hive Fleet Behemoth. This incursion by the Tyranids presented an unprecedented challenge due to Hive Fleet Gorgon's extraordinary capacity for rapid biological adaptation. As the conflict unfolded, the Tyranids demonstrated a chilling proficiency in adjusting to the battlefield's evolving conditions. Notably, they developed swift immunities to the Tau predominantly energy-based armaments, showcasing a level of adaptability that posed a significant threat to the Tau's defense strategies. This encounter underscored the relentless and mutable nature of the Tyranid menace, testing the resilience and ingenuity of the Tau Empire against these alien invaders. The exceptional ability of Hive Fleet Gorgon's Tyranids to adapt defensively at such a rapid pace was a noteworthy phenomenon. This capability might have been inherent to the genetic makeup of Gorgon's Tyranid breeds, or Or perhaps it emerged as a specific evolutionary response to their confrontation with the Tau. The Tau, known for their rapid technological evolution and adaptability, present a unique challenge on the battlefield, one that is not met through technology, but through the Tyranids' biological prowess. This clash between two highly adaptable forces, one grounded in technology and advancement, and the other in biological evolution, highlighted the dynamic and unpresentable nature of galactic conflicts. In a rare show of unity against a common existential threat, the combined might of the Tau Empire and the Imperium's Astra Militarum succeeded in annihilating Hive Fleet Gorgon by the year 903 M41. However, this victory did not come without significant cost. Both humanity and the Tau suffered the loss of several colony worlds, devoured by the insatiable hunger of the Tyranids. In the year 936 M41, the Tau launched an expedition to the Imperial's planet Malbede, sparking a confrontation with the formidable Ultramarines chapter of the Space Marines. This encounter, however, unearthed a far graver threat than either side anticipated. The skirmishes on Malbede disturbed the ancient slumber of the Necrons, awakening them from their tombs, hidden beneath the planet's crust. Faced with the emergence of this ancient and malevolent force, the Tau and the Ultramarines found themselves compelled to set aside their hostilities in favour of a temporary alliance. This unlikely coalition marshalled their combined strength to counter the Necron resurgence. The collaboration between the technologically advanced Tau and the highly disciplined Ultramarines proved to be effective, leading to the eventual defeat of the Necron force. Following the resolution of the conflict, the Ultramarines chapter master, Marneus Calgar, made a pivotal decision. In recognition of the Tau's role in combating the Necron threat, he permitted the Tau Expeditionary Force to evacuate Malbede. Subsequently, Calgar issued an exterminatus order on Malbede, opting to annihilate the planet to ensure that the Necron menace could not rise again. In the year 966 M41, a significant confrontation unfolded on the ocean world of Catharium Alpha, marking a pivotal moment in the ongoing hostilities between the Tau Empire and the Imperium of Man. The battle saw Tau forces pit against the formidable Astartes of the Space Wolves chapter. Demonstrating their renowned adaptability and resourcefulness, the Space Wolves utilised drop pods, specifically modified for deep sea deployment, a testament to the ingenuity of their tech marines. This strategic insertion allowed the Space Wolves to engage the Tau in a domain few would dare to venture, the ocean's abyssal depths. However, the conflict was not only limited to undersea realms alone. On the surface, a fierce battle raged, with both factions deploying their most formidable war machines. The Space Wolves unleashed Thunderhawk gunships, armed to the teeth with torpedoes, prop bombs, and missiles, proving to be a significant threat to the Tau's hammerhead tanks and Manta gunships. Below the waves, the battle took on a unique character, featuring Space Wolves in specially adapted battle armour, clashing with Tau battlesuits amidst the murky waters. Despite the intensity and ferocity of the conflict, which left the ocean surface strewn with the wreckage of both Tau and Space Wolf warriors, the Space Wolves emerged as the victors. With their objective achieved, the Space Wolves embarked on the arduous journey back to the shore, traversing the ocean bed in a solemn march back to their stronghold. The enigmatic unity and cohesion of the Tau Empire, particularly the influence wielded by the Ethereal caste over the other Tau and even other species, have sparked much speculation and debate. One of the most compelling theories seeks to explain how the Ethereals managed to unify a previously fragmented and nomadic society into a singular, harmonised force. This theory delves into both psychic and biological mechanisms of control, suggesting that the Ethereals may employ a unique form of influence rooted in their physiology. Central to this hypothesis is the diamond-shaped ridge found on the foreheads of all Ethereal cast members. This feature is posited to be more than mere physical differentiation. It's hypothesized to be an organ capable of producing pheromones with potent effects on the Tau psyche. These pheromones, according to the theory, have the remarkable capability to render other Tau and potential members of the intelligent species more amenable to suggestion. This biochemical method to influence could explain the near unquestioned compliance and loyalty the Ethereal caste commands across the Tau Empire, facilitating the seamless integration of Tau subspecies into a unified political and military entity. Such a mechanism would underscore the Ethereal's pivotal role in the establishment and maintenance of the Tau's empire, social and political structure, providing a fascinating biological basis for their authoritative position. This theory leads us to the Vespid communion helms, which many theorise that are in reality used to directly control the Vespids. When the Tau first discovered the Vespids, they identified a species with significant potential to contribute to the greater good, particularly attracted to their unique crystal-based technologies. Despite the Vespids' advanced societal organisation and technological applications, they had yet to venture into space travel. Efforts by the Tau water caste to establish communication were initially met with significant challenges. The obstacle wasn't merely linguistic or vocal, but stemmed from the fundamentally alien perspective of the Vespids. This disparity meant that early interactions were limited to basic crystal trade agreements, as the Vespids didn't recognise the Tau as sentient beings capable of meaningful exchange. The breakthrough came under the directive of the Ethereal caste, who spearheaded the development of a specialised interface device. This invention bridged the cognitive and communicative gap between the two species, enabling not just acknowledgement of each other's sentience, but profound comprehension of the greater good, and the Vespids' role within it. The introduction of communion helms, equipped with this interface technology and bestowed upon Vespid leaders, transformed the nature of interaction between the two civilizations. These helmets allowed the Tau Ethereals to convey their intentions and directives to the Vespid population through their leaders, ensuring alignment with the greater good's objectives. However, this technological marvel did not escape scrutiny, especially from certain quarters within the Imperium's Inquisition. There's a prevailing suspicion that the communion helm might exert a control and influence over the Vespids, a theory that, if proven, could have profound implications for the balance of power and autonomy among the galaxy's species. In the Tau Empire, the societal ethos elevates the collective good to the highest pedestal, subtly weaving individual roles into communal harmony. This philosophy is emphasised within their caste system, a structure that not only categorises but also celebrates each individual as a vital strand in the societal weave. No strand stands above the tapestry itself, ensuring that the societal needs always take precedence over personal desires or ambitions. This system is a reflection of the Tau's deeply held belief in unity and cooperation, serving as a cornerstone of the civilization and guiding their interactions both within the Empire and the wider galaxy. In Tau society, an individual's role and rank are primarily defined by their position within one of the 5 distinct castes. These are distinguished by suffixes added to their titles, with La indicating the lowest rank and O denoting the highest rank. The Fire caste predominantly form the military backbone of the Tau Empire. The Fire caste warriors are often the face of the Tau in conflicts with the Imperium. Their origins as hunters and warriors on the plains of Tau have endowed them with a robust and muscular physique, further accentuated in individuals from the high gravity world of Viola. The Earth caste encompasses the Empire's labour force, including labourers, technicians, artisans, scientists, and engineers. Their innovations are pivotal to the Tau's rapid technological advancement. Typically shorter and stouter, members of the Earth caste are the unsung architects of Tau civilization. The diplomats and merchants of the Tau, the Water caste, excel in negotiation and interspecies communication. Slender and tall, they embody the Tau's preference for diplomatic solutions and have been instrumental in expanding the Tau Empire through peaceful assimilation of new worlds and cultures. Serving as the Empire's messengers and pilots, the Air caste is distinctively taller and more slender, with physical adaptation suited to life in low or zero gravity environments. These adaptations, however, make planetary environment hazardous for them. Historically capable of gliding in air currents, today's Air caste pilots are unmatched in their skill, albeit less experienced in combat than their Imperial counterparts. The Ethereals are the enigmatic spiritual and political leaders, revered to the extent that their requests are seldom refused by other Tau. Distinguished by a diamond-shaped ridge on their foreheads, their origins and full extent of their influence remain shrouded in mystery. Unva, the most prominent among them, serves as both the figurehead and spiritual leader, guiding the Tau Empire towards its destiny. Within the Tau Empire, a mosaic of intelligent alien species enriches the collective with their diverse cultures, each contributing uniquely to the overarching philosophy of the greater good. This shared conviction acts as a unifying force, bridging vast cultural and physical disparities among the Empire's members. It's this commitment to a common purpose that binds the myriad of species together, fostering a sense of unity and cooperation that transcends individual differences. Through this harmonious blend of identities and beliefs, the Tau Empire exemplifies a model of interstellar society where diversity is not only accepted but celebrated as a strength that propels the collective towards their shared vision. The Kroot, a key ally within the Tau Empire, organises itself into tribal units referred to as kindreds. These kindreds represent extended family groups, forming the basic social and political units of Kroot civilization. Leadership within each kindred is vested in an individual known as a Shaper. The Shaper holds a pivotal role, possessing an innate grasp of the unique Kroot ability for DNA absorption and adaptation. Shapers are entrusted with the genetic destiny of their kindred, utilising their deep understanding of DNA absorption to guide their tribe's evolutionary path. By discerning beneficial traits in potential prey, a Shaper can direct their kindred to hunt and consume specific creatures, thereby weaving those desirable characteristics into the fabric of their own genetic makeup. This process of selective consumption and controlled breeding ensures that future generations inherit these advantageous traits. Kroot kindreds, often vast extended families, sometimes unite under the banner of a shared goal or threat, forming councils led by the most prominent Shaper among them. In exceptional cases, a chief may emerge, capable of rallying numerous kindreds into a formidable collective force. The Kroot adapt their living environments to the warm, temperate climates of their chosen worlds, crafting expansive tree houses from animal hides and regurgitated wood. Some opt for the remnants of humanity's hive cities, remnants of worlds brought into the fold of the Tau Empire. Central to Kroot culture is the spiritual significance of flesh consumption. The act is believed to transfer the spirit of the consumed into the Kroot, a belief mirroring their biological capability for rapid evolutionary adaptation through DNA assimilation. The spirit concept serves as a cultural interpretation of their unique genetic prowess, underscoring a profound connection between their spirituality and biology. The consumption of the dead, including fallen enemies and tribe members, is seen as a duty to safeguard the spirits of the deceased with their kindred. The practice, while essential to Kroot cultural and spiritual beliefs, often leads to a stark misunderstanding and revulsion from the human factions of the Imperium, who label the Kroot as cannibals. The Vespid, an insectoid alien species allied with the Tau Empire, hail from the shadowy gas giant known as Vespid. Known among their ranks for their martial prowess, Vespid warriors, termed Stingwings, are organised into tactical units called strains, each led by a designated officer known as a strain leader. Initial attempts by the Tau water caste to establish communications were hampered by the profound differences in perception and cognition. Stingwing strains are prized within Tau hunter cadres for their exceptional agility and manoeuvrability, making them invaluable in conjunction with XV8 crisis battlesuits or in reconnaissance missions alongside Tau pathfinders. The Nikasar, a species renowned for their potent psychic abilities, stand as distinguished allies of the Tau Empire. Characterised by a profound urge to explore and traverse the cosmos, it was this very curiosity that led a flotilla of Nikasar dhows to cross paths with the Tau, marking the Nikasar as the first non-Tau species to join the Empire. The Nikasar's primary role within the Empire revolves around enhancing the capabilities of the Tau protection fleet, the Corvatra. They contribute starships, especially those designed for reconnaissance and exploration missions, which are frequently manned by Nikasar themselves. leveraging their psychic prowess of propulsion and navigation. Given the Imperium's notorious stance on psykers, the Tau have exercised caution to shield the presence of the Nicassar within their domain from the Imperium. While their psychic capabilities make them invaluable assets in space, the Nicassar's physical limitations render them completely unsuitable for terrestrial combat roles. Thus, their contributions are tailored exclusively to spacefaring endeavours. The Demiurge, a formidable resource-centric expeditionary force from the leagues of Votan, known specifically as a Prospect, have established an alliance with the Tau Empire. For an extended period, both the Tau and the Imperium of Man misconceived the Demiurge as merely a minor Xenos race, characterised by their diminutive, robust humanoid appearance, primarily engaged in mining and trading activities. This underestimation overlooked the militarised nature and the strategic depth of the Demiurge within the galactic theatre. It was through their interaction with this kin Prospect that the Tau were first introduced to ion weapons. This acquisition significantly advanced the Tau's military capabilities. The incorporation of the ion weapons has since played a pivotal role in the Tau's continued expansion and success in their galactic endeavours. The status of the Demiurge within the Tau Empire remains a subject of speculation. While their exact standing as either full members, allies, or mercenaries under Tau employ is not definitively known, their deep involvement in commercial and economic exchanges with the Tau is unmistakable. The Terrellians, often referred to as dog soldiers, represent one of the more enigmatic Xenos species within the galaxy, cloaked in mystery with scant details available about their culture or origins. Despite their limited information, what stands out is their role as mercenaries, notably within the military operations of the Tau Empire. The Terrellians are a bipedal species that possess narrow-waisted and broad-shouldered bodies. They stand somewhat shorter than most humans, with long canine-like faces and teeth, which give them a moniker of dog soldiers. They communicate in a language of growls, snarls, and barks. The Galgs, hailing from the planet Adumin in the segmentum Ultima, close to the eastern fringe, represent another fascinating chapter in the Tau Empire's expansive history. Their world encountered the Tau fleet several centuries before the close of the 41st millennium, marking a pivotal moment for the Galg species. Presented with the opportunity during the Tau Empire and embrace the doctrine of the greater good, the Galgs respond with enthusiasm, eagerly integrating into the broader society of the Empire. This amicable union has since seen the Galg serving within the Tau Empire, including roles as auxiliary troops within the Fire Caste. Physically, Galgs are a testament to the incredible diversity of life forms in the galaxy. Their bodies are amorphous, blob-like structures, devoid of traditional heads, and instead feature clusters of eyes that provide them with vision. Their mobility and manipulation of objects are facilitated by 6 tentacle limbs, which function as both arms and legs, showcasing a fascinating blend of form and function. Despite not being inherently warlike or possessing advanced technology, the Galgs have found a place within the Tau Empire, contributing in ways that complement their unique characteristics. They dwell in underground palaces known as Sums, situated beneath ceremonial mounds called Vespids. These subterranean habitats are lit by the glow of bioluminescent spores, creating an otherworldly ambience that reflect the Galg's distinct way of life. The Geotrix, a Xenos species enveloped in an order of mystery, have also joined the Tau Empire. With a natural inclination towards the void and exceptional spacefaring capabilities, they have carved out a niche as invaluable scouts within the Tau's expansive domain. Their prowess is particularly evident in the perilous exploration and navigation of the Black Reef's gravity-torn expanses and the Canis salient within the Jericho Reach, areas where even the seasoned Nicassar found the Geotrix skill indispensable. Through their dedicated efforts, the Geotrix have successfully charted numerous routes skirting the edge of the Black Reef. This achievement has not only granted the Tau Empire Kulvatra starships a significant strategic advantage, but also enhanced their operational and versatility against adversaries. Moreover, the Geotrix's intricate knowledge of these spatial corridors enables the Tau Navy to execute lethal ambushes at the fringe of the Stygian break, further solidifying their strategic prowess in the void. The Farsight Enclaves, although not part of the Tau Empire, still represent a distinct and autonomous faction within the broader context of South society, led by the enigmatic leader, Commander Farsight. Situated beyond the Damocles Gulf, this splinter group adheres to the Tau Va, the fundamental Tau principle of the greater good, yet distinctly operates without the oversight of the Ethereal caste. This independence marks a significant ideological divergence from the central Tau Empire, underscored by a reliance on military leadership rather than spiritual or political guidance. The precise identities of the Seps within the Farsight Enclaves remain shrouded in mystery, largely due to the formidable armed fortress stations that vigilantly guard against reconnaissance, effectively neutralising any probe dispatched by the Tau Empire. Observations made generations after the establishment revealed that while the military insignia bear resemblance to those of the Tau Empire, the colour schemes and patterns are uniquely their own, diverging from the standards typically endorsed by the Ethereals. The technological arsenal of the Farsight Enclaves appears to be a snapshot of the era surrounding Commander Farsight's departure, consisting largely of equipment that was prevalent several Terran centuries ago. However, there have been disconcerting reports indicating the presence of advanced, even classified, technology and recent Tau prototypes among their ranks. This anomaly raises questions about the means through which such technology was acquired, whether through espionage, theft, or the possible defection of individuals from the Tau Empire to the Farsight Enclave. As time progresses, the origins and implications of these technological anomalies within the Farsight Enclave will become clearer, potentially unveiling the dynamic of interaction and exchange, licit or otherwise, between these breakaway factions and the core Tau Empire. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this broad overview of the Tau Empire. Let me know what lore you'd like me to cover next. See you in the next one.